Hi, look who's back. Oh man, 2024, huh? Another year has gone by. Another year that failed to kill me. Though it tried to do it. Still here. Bitch ass here. Couldn't take me out. Anyways, just gonna start the year off nice and easy with some city skylines. As the title states, I'm gonna try to build some kind of clean, eco, hippie, Greenpeace, vegan, kosher city. Because, usually I kinda just don't care. I'm just like, yeah, I'll use coal power in the start. Because it's cheap. Then I'll switch to, cleaner sources of power later on when I can afford them. Such as hydro and nuclear, primarily. So this time I kinda picked a map where I couldn't do that as quickly, at least. I mean, I guess I can build a hydro plant here. But it's gonna be a while since I unlock those, so we're just gonna have to use wind power in the beginning. Which kind of disgusts me a little bit. I mean, we've played this game a bunch of times already. You guys probably know where I stand with wind power at this point. If not, then here's a quick synopsis. Turbines are stupid. Vertical turbines are less stupid. But all in all, it's a kind of a waste of time. You know why it's a waste of time? Because it's not windy all the time. I don't know if you've noticed this, but yeah, it does not in fact. Wind's always not always blowing. Oh, but so what? At least we're getting some energy sometimes when it's windy. Isn't that a good thing? Well, yes, in theory, but I mean, for those times that it's not windy, you still need power, right? So instead of just building two separate power plants, one for when it is windy and one for in case it's not windy, why not just build the one power plant and use that all the time? Anyways, before I go on a whole rant about wind power again, let's build some. Let's build a bit of wind power. Just for now. Just to get us started. Soon as we unlock these better ones like hydro and solar and of course nuclear, we'll switch those because we're not dumb. I'm not as dumb as real life politicians who think you can power a whole country with fucking propellers. That is a silly idea. Don't fall for it, it's a scam. It is a scam once again, primarily by the Chinese, actually. Since they are the ones manufacturing these big ass turbines that are kind of pointless. We don't need them. Oh, but isn't it good that we have an alternative? When it is windy, we can just kind of turn down all the gas and coal plants. I mean, yeah, I guess that's better than just burning coal, I suppose. But then again, we could just replace both of them with nuclear, so why bother? Oh, but nuclear is scary. It could do a Chernobyl. Yeah, and also a meteorite could strike you in the head when you're walking around in the streets, theoretically. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen. Oh, but it already happened once, and it was real bad. It was real bad what happened with Chernobyl. Yes, but that is not an example of nuclear power being dangerous. That is evidence of Slavs being too stupid to boil water. So let's not have that argument. Well, anyways, I already got off on a weird rant. It's a good sign of things to come. As you can tell, I am not going to decrease the rent. I'm only gonna get worse. So just deal with it, I guess. Just gonna put on some relaxing music. Talk a bit about the Christmas season. That's kind of loud, isn't it? Why am I putting road here? I don't need to build a road to a fucking outflow pipe. It's kind of dumb. Oh yeah, there's a water thing there. That's what. There you go, that's good escape planning, right? Oh, we don't have power. Well, why don't you connect yourself to the goddamn grid then? Idiot. Gotta do everything your goddamn self. Yeah, I guess we could do a little industrial district like over here. Just enough to get us started, get people some jobs, but eventually we're gonna phase it out in favor of offices, because this is once again going to be a green peace, bicycle loving, green soil and drinking hippie city. Also, we're kind of running out of money. I probably need to take it a loan. Kind of started going too fast. Oh, no, in the population of 460. Did I already fail? No, we'll be fine. Yeah, they're just gonna complain while they don't have water or whatever. Just hold on, guys. I'll get there. Just need some of those sweet tax dollars. So yeah, no, I had a pretty good Christmas break. I ate, I slept, and that's about it. I ate and slept. And honestly, I think I needed that. It was nice, especially after all that fucking work. Just a crazy November and early December that I had, in terms of studying and personal projects. I don't know if I told you guys, but that whole GTA video project, I kind of just did that in like a couple of days. The one that I was supposed to be working on for like several months, but I just didn't. I was just too tired. I didn't have time. Yeah, I just one weekend I just fucking beat it out. Several programming courses, geometry course, managerial course, couple of programming orders. Had to fix my app a couple of times, and that was all in 1 month. I was not doing well. But yeah, I'm better now. I slept, I ate. I ate so fucking much, honestly. Probably gained like, I don't know, 3 kilograms. Which might not sound like that much to some people. But you have to understand that usually I have to make like a concerted effort to gain weight. I mean, I have to eat like inordinate amounts of food. Like the point I feel sick to even gain like a kilogram a year. Cities on the ground, not a flying city. Unfollowed. Yeah, it's very... very deceptive marketing. Why isn't the city in the skylines? It's a scam. We need to sue these people. Hey Robert, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, good to see you again. Hope you had a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Okay, we need to build another wind turbine pretty soon. Water's fine, I guess. What would be the first, like, important thing to build? I guess a garbage, fucking what is it called? Landfill. Since that's what they're complaining about. After that, probably like, I don't know, hospital, police station, fire station. Schools can wait. We don't need those. Damn, physics get in the way. Yeah, they tend to do it. Gravity getting in my goddamn way. I just wanna construct things in the clouds. Why can't I have a castle in the clouds? Damn you, physics. It's a beautiful rendition of Baby. You'll be able to gain weight easier once you hit 30, 40. I don't have my glasses on, I probably should. Hold up. Probably would be good if I could see things. There we go. Now the world's much clearer. Yeah, I've noticed that in the recent years that I can actually gain weight now. Back when I was like, I mean just like I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, I just couldn't. I could eat like 3,000 calories a day and it just fucking nothing. I don't know, I just had like a insane metabolism. Would just go fucking straight through. And to be fair, it still does, but not the same extent. Now, if I eat and don't exercise, I will actually gain weight, which is it's been kinda weird getting used to. Flying / floating cities are a sci-fi fantasy stable that I'm fascinated by. How would they work? That is a good question. I mean, they probably wouldn't, at least on Earth. Unless you did some kind of like... I mean, barring some kind of like anti-gravitation technology, I guess. They wouldn't really work here, but maybe somewhere like some planet that has a very thick atmosphere. You could theoretically build like floating cities. Like in the clouds of, I don't know, some gas giant like Jupiter maybe. You know, and if the atmosphere is like made of gases heavier than air, I guess it would be possible in theory. Or, you know, by using some kind of turbines, like a Avengers helicarrier type deal, maybe. I don't know, but I have definitely thought about it because that would be sick. I would like to live in the clouds. Okay, we have a bit of money, so let's see what kind of services we need. What should we make first? Of course, the landfill, placed like here. Hospital might be useful too. At least so I'm told. Firehouse. There we go, that should get us started. Even with balloons and propellers, it'd be challenging. Yeah, I mean, for sure. A lot of moving parts, a lot of things can go wrong. I mean, it would be kind of awkward if you build like a floating balloon city and then you had like a Hindenburg situation. Bioshock Infinite did an example of Columbia and it worked for the game. So did they like provide any explanation in the game how it worked? Was it just sci-fi nonsense, you know, don't think about it kind of thing, kind of deal? I mean, I guess the closest we've come to flying cities in the real world were like those flying hotels back in like the 40s. Well, they weren't called that, but they basically were. They were like big flying boats, essentially, like a big seaplane. It had like sleeping quarters for people. Those could do like, I don't know, like transatlantic flights. Airships, they're not really a feasible solution here on Earth because obviously you need way more gas than is realistically achievable to actually float a city. That is actually a fascinating subject. I know there were propositions by actual scientists like to like build airships that fly on Venus. Like we could essentially colonize the clouds of Venus, which was kind of a cool idea, I think. Maybe not the most practical, but you know, pretty neat nonetheless. Looks like the city's getting a bit more hungry. I think we're gonna start building these next. 2,400 people. Yeah, let's zone some more residential areas. Create some more jobs. Yeah, there actually has been a lot of pretty fascinating ideas about like colonizing weird places. Like some of the best. Voice is still recovering from Christmas. They actually the most feasible plan for colonizing Mars at the moment is actually building like a long tube essentially that goes partially or like mostly underground, shield from the radiation and the meteorites. Then there's one to like build essentially ocean bases, like under ice bases on Europa. You know, like not like deep in the ocean, but like just under the ice. That is also to like once again shield from the radiation and the meteorites, because that is one of the biggest problems when settling a moon or a planet that has no thick atmosphere like ours, or what is called the magnetic field. A lot of radiation, a lot of meteorites. Can't just put up a little tent on the top surface. You'd get irradiated and you'd get pelted by tiny meteorites. Be Swiss cheese. Did I make a police station? No. There. Colonizing Mars would suck for humans. No uploaded, go to the beach, no mountains to climb, no theme parks to visit. Yeah, man, it'd be boring. I know a lot of people out there like, yeah, well, you know, if I was in my 60s, I'd definitely take a one-way trip to Mars. Yeah, and do what? Look at the rocks. I'm sure that'd be cool for like a couple of days, I guess. Look at the red sky and collect the rocks. But you know, after like a month or two, maybe, I think I'd get bored. I think I'd call NASA like, come pick me up. I don't wanna be here no more. Even if they could like somehow establish a very slow internet connection, it would have a delay of 30 minutes. Because the whole distance. So it kind of be like going back to dial-up times. You know, you're alone on Mars. You got nothing to do on a Sunday night. You know, you go on the internet. You look up some. You know what I'm talking about. Then you click on a link, and it takes 30 minutes to load a fucking single JPEG. Mars would suck. Yeah, man, light speed's too slow. We gotta figure out a better way. We gotta like do a wormhole or something. Can instantly travel and communicate with Mars. That would be the only way I would actually go there. If they could figure out like faster than light communication, I'd probably at least visit Mars. The early nerd days, yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't get to experience the dial-up days for long, but I did see it. I remember being a wee lad seeing my dad use it. Just the web page slowly just ticking into existence. It's like this sucks. I don't want to use that. I just want to play some Lego Racers. Ludicrous speed or get the fuck out. Amen. I mean, I don't need a hugely fast internet. I mean, I'm using like a 20 megabit internet right now, and I'm doing fine. But you know, less than a 5 now. No way I'm going back to that shit. $1,400 people. How we do? 1,000 more. We can get the advanced wind turbines. Also, we're kind of running out of power again. Man, being environmentally friendly sucks. No, that's not even enough. Well, thankfully these are cheap, unlike in real life. Nope. Can I go walk the dogs? Have a nice walk. Say hi to your dogs for me. I'm kind of thankful I don't have a dog at the moment. It's like minus 30 degrees Celsius here. It's so cold that if you go outside, your eyes will actually start to like frost shut. if you keep them closed too long. I went on a walk just a couple of days ago, and I mean my eyebrows, my mustache and beard and hair, they all just frosted over. I look like fucking Santa Claus. Yeah, you know, I don't mind a bit of cold, you know, 10, 15 degrees, that's fine. This though, this is a little too much. You know, it's not like a heat wave. I don't like those either, but you know, a heat wave, I make some iced tea, I turn on the fan and the space cooler machine thing, whatever that's called. You know, I go for a nice walk. I put on a pair of shorts, that's it, that's fine, I'm good. You know, plus 30 is not a problem, but minus 30? That's a whole different beast. I don't know if you guys watching, you might be Americans. Or from Southern Europe or some other warmer place, but minus 30 is not nice. Minus 30 will hurt your face. You will go outside, you will inhale, and it will hurt your nostrils. Yeah, I guess I have to build some zones. Oh yeah, of course we're building an eco-city, so we gotta do sidewalks for all the bicycles and such. All those goddamn hippy-dippy cyclists that I'm actually one of. I know I make fun of cyclists quite a lot on Twitter, but that is actually my only mode of transportation at the moment, so technically I am one of them. Don't worry though, I'm not one of the annoying ones. I use the sidewalk or the bike path. I give way to cars because they are cars and I am on a bicycle. I have no right getting in front of them and being mad at them like, oh, what you think your car's better than my bicycle just because it weighs 2,000 kilograms more and has a combustion engine that produces several hundred horsepower. How dare you? You know, not saying he is better than you, but not saying, you know, car drivers are better than the cyclists, so I'm just saying. You're kind of boxing out of your league there. There's a reason why cars have their own thing, and everything else is on a separate road. You know, because of the whole thing that if you hit them, you fucking die. If a car hits a person not in a car, that person will die, probably. That's why you don't get on the fucking actual road with your bicycles. You belong on the same bit with the people who walk. Because you are closer to them than you are a car. If you know what I'm saying. You are more of a pedestrian than somebody riding a vehicle. Yeah, I just had to put that out there because I keep seeing these very aggressive cyclists, you know, just being like, oh my god, how dare these cars be on the road or whatever. Like banging on their windows. Maybe relax a little bit. Maybe just calm down a bit. Just get on the bike path, get on the sidewalk. Oh, but I ride so fast, I can't be on the sidewalk. If I hit somebody, it will hurt them. Yeah, and if a car hurts you, if a car hits you, you'll fucking die. And also, like, just maybe slow down. You know, you don't realistically need to go 30 kilometers an hour. Just leave a bit earlier. You'll be fine. Just giving people some helpful advice from somebody who's bicycled for a long time. by quite a fucking lot. Not this year, I mean not last year, because last year I had a fucking lung infection. Couldn't cycle all summer, it was kinda sucked. So, but the year before, 2022, I think I did like, I don't know, 600-700 kilometers. 500 of that just in the summertime, you know, May, June and July. Not to brag or anything, I was in pretty good shape. Not anymore though, I've been sitting for the last 7 months. I am in bad shape. I need to get back to exercising. But alas, it's minus 30 degrees outside, so once again I'm stuck here, sitting indoors. Guess I just gotta do some kettlebell exercises. That's a bit too intense for this game. Do we have demand for anything? A little bit for everything, but I suppose we should maybe build our first elementary school. Just to wrap this space in there. That'll do. Oh, it's locked down again. Didn't even notice. Should name my city. So it's clean, it's green, and it's... I couldn't think of a third rhyme. Clean, green, vegan, eco, hippie city. What should it be called? Want to stream from an Xbox without a capture card? Imagine having a fucking console in the current year. Imagine actually still buying consoles. That's crazy. Couldn't be me. I don't like this site right here. This goes against my constitution. There we go. That's appropriate. Huge demand for residential areas. Where did that come from? Just the school, maybe? What are they saying? Not enough workers? Yeah, I'm working on it. Relax. Oh, we got a water shortage. I guess I could plonk down one of these big water pumps. That should take care of it for now. Yeah, that's plenty. Probably get rid of the old water tower as well. Don't think we need any more. Almost 2400. How much do we need for a hydro plant? 10,000. 19 for solar and 42 for nuclear. So I guess until we get to 10,000 we're gonna be using these. They're a little bit better than the dumb old-fashioned propellers. Don't need to build them yet though. Probably need another landfill. New building, oh boy. High school. Soon, but not yet. We need another elementary school. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could afford one of these too. In the new power city. Everybody's happy, everybody loves schools. How long until I get the office zone? 7,000, so... What, 6,400? No, not 64, 44. Not too long, but we still need some more jobs, so we need to build some of these dirty industrial areas. Yeah, it's looking pretty nice. 2,800 people. Yeah, we'll build some once we have some money. Once again, running out of power. Such is wind. Such is wind power. Now you guys see what I was talking about. So once I do build the hydro plant, I'm probably gonna put it up like here, so I don't need to demolish my unit turbines. That I'll put somewhere here. Oh yeah, these are a bit more expensive. Not operating. Well, why the hell not? What's up? Did I build it in an unsuitable place? Okay, that's weird. Usually they start spinning right away. Also, it's kind of weird that we can't build them on land because there's really no reason why we couldn't. Why aren't you doing anything? Turn it off and on again. It would be nice if these buildings actually told you why they're not operating. You know, that's one point I will give to the what is this image called? The newest one. I guess just SimCity. You know, 2013 SimCity actually got it right. Well, not right, but it was better. The way they did it, did they actually tell you what's wrong with the buildings if they don't work? Oh, it's obstructed. There you go, there's your problem. Let's build this maybe closer to the shore. Okay, that's working. At 1 megawatt per hour. Okay. So maybe this is just not the best spot for them. Well, that's kind of annoying. Guess I could maybe build them here instead. Because these aren't working at all. Well, that's 24 grand wasted. Nice. Let's see if we put one here. Yeah, that's going. 20 megawatts. That's nice. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to build them here instead. Just leave this river here for the hydro plant then. Yeah, I know, sure. Give these guys some parks. Yeah, what do you think of that? Some trees. Didn't have any of those before, did you? But now they've got a path. Wait, what's going on? Dead person. Oh yeah, I guess I don't have a cemetery. Whoop-de-doodle. No more urns on the mantelpiece. What, because I built a cemetery? Well, you guys don't really have a crematorium either. I don't know what's in those urns, but it ain't ashes. You're just keeping your grandma's skull in the fucking urn? That's kinda scary. How's your guys' Christmas? Did you have some fun? Get any cool presents? Did you eat dangerous amounts of food? Oh, dead people, yup. Maybe call somebody and they'll be collected. Instead of whining about it. Yeah, I know, not enough workers. There's more coming, don't worry. Once again running out of power. Running our ecos is hard. I actually have to pay attention to things. wonder they don't do it. Yeah, I just heard another bit of alarming news from, I think it was Spain. They're also planning to shut down all of their nuclear reactors. Why? If there's one major lesson to be learned from, the last 2 years, don't shut down your fucking nuclear reactors. Those are the only things that are going to save you from this fucking energy crisis. I criticize the Finnish government quite a lot, but I'll give that them. They haven't gone completely insane. They actually did build a new reactor at Olkiluoto. Sure, it's had some trouble starting up, a lot of hiccups. But they're just being very careful. Or at least that's what I'm hoping for. They see a problem and instead of just being like, yeah, we'll sort it out later, they shut down the reactors, they deal with it. I'm sure eventually they'll have the thing up and running safely. And we'll have affordable and clean energy for hundreds of thousands of Finnish people. Because it is a big reactor. I think this is the third one in the same area. The other two reactors, I believe, are producing a total of 33% of all of the electricity used in this country. Which I don't know if you guys know math, but that's quite a lot. So there you go. Go nuclear. That I think would be the best basis for a modern power grid. Mostly based on nuclear, but also supplemented by other renewables like hydro and solar. Solar, by the way, not on like a large scale, I don't think. I think that's kind of a waste of time also, but maybe like a government subsidized plan to like put solar panels on the roofs of buildings of private citizens, both businesses and residences. I think that would be good. Because while solar is also not, it's kind of the same deal as with wind, it's not always the same. There are days that are not sunny, but we can predict that there's going to be at least this amount of sunlight. Because obviously some light still comes through the clouds, otherwise it would be just fucking darkness. When it's a fucking cloudy day, but What I'm saying is it's predictable to a certain degree. There's going to be at least this amount of sunlight that's going to produce this amount of power. Yeah, I think that would work. We could base our entire power system around solar, hydro, and nuclear, and it would be fine. We would have plenty of electricity for everybody. How are you powering your city? Nukes and renewables? Just wind for now. I haven't unlocked all of the other ones yet, but once I do, it is going to be a combination for those three. Wind turbines, hydro plant, and maybe solar, but definitely nuclear. I guess we're gonna make at least one solar plant first when we reach 19,000, because getting the nuclear plant's gonna require a population of 42,000, which is still gonna take quite a while. So in the meantime, it's just gonna be wind and hydro mostly, and some solar. Hell yeah. Fucking Sonic. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on green energy. Don't be scared of nuclear, it's fine. Wind's good, fossil fuels are quick. Yeah, I know. Lots of problems, not just the greenhouse emissions, but also, you know, the other byproducts. Ground pollution. And the fact that fossil fuels are finite. Just lots and lots of problems. Low happiness. Why? Come on, guys, I gave you one park, what more do you need? Another one? Fine. I could go to the playground. Honestly, I think my favorite source of power in this game is probably the hydro plant, just because of how cool the water physics are. I'll show you guys in a bit once I unlock it. It's really cool, the water is actually like dynamic. You need to build up a reserve of water before you can actually start generating power. The water level rises. Just gotta give props to Colossal Order on this one. Did a very good job, the water. Yeah, let's build a fourth one. I mean, we don't need it yet, but just in case it gets less windy. It's always good to have some extra. This is actually a pretty wild thing. You know how pretty much no one's building vertical turbines in real life. Even though they're better in literally every way. You know, they spin irregardless of the direction of the wind. They don't need to be as massive, because basically the whole structure is the wind turbine. Instead of needing a structure to hold up the wind turbine. Since they don't need to be as tall, you know, they don't kill as many birds. Because they're not as big, they don't need a huge foundation like the bigger traditional turbines do. So less destruction to the surrounding environment. And of course they're far easier to maintain because the actual moving part is like on the ground. You don't need to go up. That's yet another reason why I think the current wind power industry is kind of a scam. If it wasn't, they'd be using these things. Fuck them burps. Yeah, just fucking blend them. Nuclear is amazing, but a fistful of issues scared people into being anti-nuclear. I'd rather breathe in a fossil fuel waste than learn how nuke plants are safe and tightly regulated, which is a good thing. Yeah, I mean, the only major nuclear incidents have been... Wait, there's just two, right? There's three... What is it called? 3 Mile Island. And Chernobyl. Now, I don't really know anything about 3 Mile Island, because I haven't read into it, but... I believe it was caused by a fault that since then has been fixed, because... Of course it would be. And Chernobyl was caused by a flaw which the Soviet government knew about, but refused to fix because they're cheap communist fucks. And they'd rather sacrifice potentially millions of people than admit they made a mistake. That's not really any kind of flaw of nuclear power itself. They knew about it. They knew about the risks, and they decided to build the reactor in a way that it could blow up anyways. I believe it was the graphite tips. They knew it would accelerate reactivity once lowered into the core. But you know, they were cheap, so they were like, hey, you know, it's only gonna blow up if the operators push the reactor to its fucking limits. So, you know, whatever. Yeah. Just human error. Nuclear power's fine. You know, I do kind of understand the fear to a certain degree. Radiation is scary. But then again, if you understand nuclear power, it's not really scary in the least. Because I mean, we are surrounded by radiation at all times. There's background radiation on Earth. There's radiation coming in from space that's been blocked by our ozone layer. We eat radioactive things. Bananas have radioactive potassium in them. So once you actually understand how safe it is, I don't think it's any more scary than that. I think that would be my message to the anti-nuclear people. Oh, you're scared of modern nuclear power in the West? Are you scared of eating a fucking banana? Probably not. Both capitalist USA and commie USSR both screwed up. Yep. That they did. But if I recall correctly, Three Mile Island was still caused by something that they didn't know about. Or at least by like an honest mistake instead of just negligence. You know, still definitely not a good thing, but at least they didn't, you know, put control rods that could potentially turn the reactor into a nuclear bomb on purpose in the plant. Yeah, fear's a good thing. Fear is what keeps us safe. You know, if people are worried about nuclear plants like getting damaged by stuff, they should be shown the video where... I mean, there's a straight up video on the internet where they crash an airliner into the wall of a nuclear power plant. Just to show you, like, it's fine. They could 9/11 these fucking nuclear plants and they'd be fine, they'd be unscathed. Alas, people just don't look things up. They'd rather listen to some weird green party hipster who's never read a physics textbook in their fucking lives. Unfortunately. Kyle has done some fantastic videos on nuclear power. He's covered been to Chernobyl, 3 Mile, Fukushima, and actual functioning nuclear plants in the USA. Yeah, I think I saw the Chernobyl one. I need to watch the 3 Mile Island one because I just don't know enough about that one. And yeah, also Fukushima. Forgot to even kinda mention that one. Which, I mean, yeah. Honestly, if there is a good example of like the scary sides of nuclear power, I think Fukushima would be the best example. Because that wasn't caused by any kind of mistake or negligence. That was just Mother Earth going like, hey, that's a cute nuclear plant right there. Earthquake. And yeah, once again, that's a learning experience. Since then, ways to mitigate some similar disasters have been made. Also, they released the water that was being held and treated at Fukushima not too long ago, and China had a whole freak out about it. How these evil Japanese people are releasing this dangerous radioactive water into the ocean near the China Sea. They're gonna radiate all of their fish. That got the anti-nuclear people all hopped up in a frenzy once again. But once again, to no one's surprise, it was a big bunch of nothing. The water was treated, it was fine. There's no threat to sea life. Not there is any, because China has absolutely emptied the oceans around it of fish. Which would actually be a far bigger environmental concern for people to talk about. China's just cleaning out the oceans. But also, if they're worried about the Fukushima water that was being released, then perhaps they would also like to hear about the amounts of radioactive feed water China's kind of just pouring into the ocean straight from their nuclear plants every year. Just one of their plants is producing far more radiation than Fukushima ever did. Because Chinese nuclear plants are actually not built properly. They are very dangerous. They just dump that shit straight in the oceans without a care in the world. But no, it's big bad Japan, and they're highly dangerous, treated, mostly clean water. Can I get those 300 Simpsons fish? Yeah, again, if there were any fish left, probably would. Not because Japan, but because of China itself. Actually, I'm getting kind of sick of hearing about like how China's this big eco-friendly leader in green technology and whatever else they say. That country's polluting more than the rest of the world combined, and I think it's kind of weird people don't talk about it. Or, they do, but not nearly enough. China is straight up approving 2 new coal plants per week. They're burning more fossil fuels than the rest of the world combined. Oh, but China, they're the world leaders in wind power and electric vehicles. Well, I've actually got some information to share about that, because I don't think it's actually common knowledge. They try to hide it as best they can. But at least half, probably most of those electric vehicles are somewhere rotting in a field. They were not sold to anybody. Those sales numbers are fake. The Chinese government themselves bought those vehicles to boost their propaganda numbers and to fool foreign investors, as with all other investment areas in the country. And also, the vast majority of their wind turbines are not even plugged in. They're just turbines sitting there, doing nothing, just spinning for no reason. Meanwhile, they're just building more and more coal plants. So if there's one environmental concern, I can tell you it's not fucking nuclear power. It is getting to the point where they're actually running out of drinkable water. That place is just so polluted to hell. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I've been watching the China show quite a lot. The last couple of months. If you guys don't know what the China show is, then I would suggest you check it out. It's a very informative podcast made by two guys who used to live there. They speak Chinese, both of them. Just kinda peeling back the curtain of propaganda. Holy crap! It has been a quite a revelation. I don't even know how to put it honestly. Like I knew China was shit before. I knew the Chinese government was bad. But this now I know it's a whole new level. It's like a bigger North Korea, straight up. It is crazy what they do there, just to like maintain their, just to save face, you know. Like the Chinese real estate bubble. I mean, you guys probably already know, but the Chinese they like built all this real estate, these skyscrapers and whatever else, at like record speeds. But I had no idea how bad the problem was. Not only are they so poorly made that they're just mostly falling apart now. There are entire ghost cities just crumbling. You guys know how many empty residences there are in China? I mean, you're not gonna guess, so I'm just gonna fucking say it. They've built 1.4 billion people's worth of residences. They're not, you can't live in them. They just fall apart. They're basically made of like cookie dough. There are videos of people just walking up the foundations of skyscrapers and just taking pieces of the foundation with their hands. It's fucking insane. Just steel beams that you can bend by hand. I would be scared to go to China, honestly. Government's boosting, manipulating numbers for optics, no way. Yeah, shocking, I know. Although the degree that the Chinese government does it is shocking. I mean, sure, all governments do it. But not this much. China faked 40% of their GDP. They just lied. They just lied about trillions of dollars that they don't have. They lied about the EVs, they lied about their green power. They lied about their levels of poverty. They actually did. They said they eliminated poverty. Oh yeah, there are no poor people in China anymore. Our glorious leader Xi Jinping solved it all. Then when you actually look into it, they just changed the definition of poverty. Like the Chinese people on average are way worse off now than they were like 10 years ago. I'm pretty sure. I think the average person there is living on like $270, $80 per month. And even that number's offset by the ridiculous amount of like billionaires. So the gap is just fucking insane. This country has a space program. They are planning to send people up to the moon. But hundreds of millions of Chinese people they don't have clean drinking water. Can't make this shit up. It is astounding, and I can't believe that our governments over here are still trying to body up the Chinese government. know, not to even mention the whole actual genocide they're committing. Threats against Taiwan. The still ongoing nuclear bomb tests that they're conducting near populated areas, just giving people cancer. I don't know, it's scary. It's scary. China is the USA of the East. I wouldn't even make the comparison there. I mean, sure, yeah, the US is... It's not a... I wouldn't go to bat for the US government, let's just say. But China... That is some... They're doing some actual Nazi Germany shit. And I'm kinda tired of everybody pretending they don't. But hey, you know, it's at least a bit of a positive spin on this. At least there have been some signs of people kind of starting to turn against the government. There have been a lot of protests. Why is my music so loud? Can I turn it down? No, it's just that loud, okay. For God's sake. Yeah, now this is apparently the lowest volume I can play this song at, so I'm just gonna switch. Oh, I guess Tidal doesn't really normalize the audio, the volume. Otherwise, this would be a pretty fine service, you know, they pay their artists more. Sound quality is higher. The app just doesn't work that well. Anyways, what was I saying? Something about putting a positive spin on China. Yeah, their people are protesting. They're slowly turning against the government, I think. At least in some areas. A lot of foreign governments also, they're waking up to the fact that these guys are not somebody you wanna be friends with necessarily. Okay, so yeah, I went on a whole rant about China for like 20-something minutes. No, it's both scary and fascinating. And I recommend you guys check out the China show. That is just literally what it's called. You can find it on YouTube. At the China show. They also have a clips channel called China Fact Chasers. Very informative stuff. Very eye-opening, to say the least. These people are drowning in garbage. Even though I just built them several landfills. Oh, no, they're full, okay. Here I go admonishing the Chinese government for polluting, but I'm doing no better. There we go. That should do it, right? There you go, problem solved. Anything else we need? Oh yeah, we should probably build a crematorium. Well, no, can't yet. Need 16,000 people to be able to burn bodies, I guess. Sure, why not? Let's build some health centers here and there. There you go. Now everybody should be happy. Oh yeah, we can start phasing out the industrial zones too. Now that we don't really need them anymore. USA has an election this year. A senile genocide supporter. I'm guessing that's Joe Biden. Fascist dictator wannabe. That's Trump, I believe. Versus a civil war denier. That one I don't know. Which one of them is a civil war denier? And also that's kind of a... That's kind of a wild thing to deny. Oh yeah, the Civil War never happened. North, South? Nope, we've all just been one country, one united nation. What? Confederacy? What's that? Yeah, I can't build the office zones here just yet. I need to wait for the pollution to go away, so we could start building some of them elsewhere though, in the meantime. Does this thing have a footpath? No? Do we have something like that? No? So we can either have trees or sidewalks. But I'd like to have both. Nice, yes, both. It's quite nice. Well, I guess I better take the trees, since those suppress noise pollution. Which is a big problem in this game. Nikki Hale is the third one. She denies the Civil War was about slavery. What? What does she think the Civil War is about then? Oh, you guys just... we're gonna kill you guys because you wore the wrong hats? That's fucking nuts. American politics. Hale is second to Trump in the Republican base. Neat. So, the three frontrunners then, they're Biden, Trump, and this Republican woman who doesn't believe the Civil War happened because of the reason that the Civil War happened. Well, I gotta say our presidential election here is kind of pales in comparison. I mean, sure, we got some characters over there, but at best they're only like, you know, extreme leftist or straight up globalists. You know, just your run-of-the-mill politicians. A couple of people who wanna stoke war with Russia. Because they think America's gonna come to save us if we do. But hey, I can't say, you know, any of them are denying the Civil War. I mean, that is the Finnish equivalent, I guess, would be somebody getting up on the stage and being like, "Oh yeah, the Civil War. Yeah, that wasn't about the what do you call it? The fucking hard to translate these things into English. The whites, and I don't mean the race. I don't mean the skin color. There were two sides in the Finnish Civil War. There were the whites and the reds. The whites were like the wealthier part of the population, and the reds were the communists. So it'd be the same as one of our candidates getting on the stage and be like, oh yeah, the Civil War, that wasn't about communism. What? No, it was just like that was just people who liked putting pineapple on pizza and people who didn't. That's why they killed each other. Didn't you have a 36-year-old prime minister who loved the parties and is kinda hot? Yes to the first part. We did have a 36-year-old prime minister. She did like the party. Well, she does like the party still. That's her primary goal in life, it seems. Not a very good priority to have when you're a prime minister. Not sure about the kind of hot part though. I thought she looked kind of like a witch. But then again, you know, I'm probably thinking of the more recent pictures. Maybe she was hot at some point. Yeah, no, she did a pretty terrible job, despite what American and British media would like to have you believe. She kind of doubled our national debt on her term. Kind of mismanaged the hell out of the whole COVID thing, and what else did she do? They sent some kind of like support package to Ukraine that was like, was it like hundreds of millions of euros, and it somehow ended up in the wrong country. I don't know, she wasn't very good. I'm glad she's gone. Wait, how do I still have so much power? Is it because I got rid of the industry? Oh yeah, these things. They actually produce power when they burn garbage. I forgot. But yeah, we need some jobs here, so let's build some office zones. American media would never tell about that. Yeah, of course they wouldn't. American media is just happy that they managed to get us to join NATO. They get to sell us some more jets. Which, by the way, she also kind of gave away. I mean, she donated some of our old F-16s to... Not F-16s, whatever, the Super Hornets. Donated them to Ukraine. Which I understand, she wants to support them, that's fair. But also, like, we can't really afford them at the moment. We can't really afford to be giving away our jets at the moment, let's just say. The economy is kind of in a bad state. But hey ho, she's gone, and well, I don't know. My guess is that the current government's not gonna be any better, but we'll see. Later I subscribed to Argentinian journalist on YouTube to get updates on South American news. Oh yeah, they got a new president too, didn't they? Fuck, what's his name? Javier Milei. Libertarian guy, which is kind of crazy. Libertarian guy winning an election. That's a first. Not just an election, but the presidential election. That's I mean, I gotta say, I'm kinda curious to see how it goes. I'm not necessarily a libertarian myself, but some of the things he said actually kinda did sound pretty good. Like leaving the World Bank. That might be a smart idea. Although he might also get assassinated. But I'm glad to see there's at least guy in politics willing to stand for his principles. You know, just cutting government bloat, bureaucracy. Wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing over here either. But you know, the other stuff like retaking the Falklands. Like, let's maybe calm down a little bit. I get the British Empire isn't quite what it used to be, but they, you know, they still got more bombs than you do. And I honestly wouldn't put it past them to go to war over them again. That's industry office. There we go. But I did see that he stopped an entire parade just to pet a dog, so can't be that bad. Can't be that bad of a guy. Certainly not as bad as the media over here would have you believe, I think. I mean, they're calling him fucking everything. I've seen the guy referred to as a right-wing fascist or something. Why? Guy's a libertarian who won an election. What fascist has he done? Oh, those darn libertarians wanting to increase the citizens' freedom and reduce unnecessary bureaucracy. Just wanting people to be left alone, goddamn them. If he does anything USA doesn't like, CIA will be involved somehow. Oh yeah, he's gonna. My guess is he's gonna get JFK'd in like 5 years. Doesn't matter if the people democratically elected them or not. Yeah, Chile 1970s, Latin America 60s, 80s. Yeah, there's a whole lot of places. Like, I've watched a lot of videos about, you know, just Americans fucking with other countries' governments, and I can't even remember all of them. There's so many. That's how you know it's bad. Like, you ask like, hey, you remember that country you kind of like staged a coup or something? They're like, which one? There's so many you can't remember. Guam, Chile, all of Latin America, Mexico, Iraq. However many other countries. Pre-communist China. Yeah, you know, he vowed to get rid of the World Bank, but he also promised to peg the Argentinian currency to the US dollar, so I don't know, that might have been a smart move. Did my mic cut out? Did it? I don't know, I didn't notice anything. Maybe it did. Or maybe it was my internet because it was a bit slower earlier today. Let me just check my matrix here. Mic's working. Internet's working, it doesn't cut out. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know, I guess there might be quite a few people indoors because of the whole minus 30-degree weather. Using the internet, so might be a bit of congestion. Video might stutter every now and then. What are these people complaining about? Crime? Oh, okay. Guess I ought to make some police stations crime rate's only 9%. Well, all in, only 10%. That's like 1,000 people out of 11. Yeah, I guess that's kinda high, I don't know. So build a big old police station. It's my iPad? Okay. Yeah, I didn't say anything important, just rambled about US staged coups, countries, and how there's been kind of a lot of them. Like an alarming amount. Also another reason I'm not happy about joining NATO necessarily. I kind of don't like the idea of American forces being stationed in my country. Even though I guess it theoretically could bring some protection against the Russians in the unlikely event of an attack. Yeah, just kind of been a weird experience these last couple of years, just seeing people. People kind of forget why Finland has been so successful in the last couple of decades. It's because of our whole neutrality thing. Just kind of been minding our own business. And I think that would have been the best move going forwards as well. You know, instead of rattling spears, we could have remained in our traditional role of being a peace mediator. But I guess not. I guess a lot of people they just wanna join NATO. Everybody's screaming about like, oh yes, bring on the American forces, as many American bases as possible. Let's station some nuclear missiles here. Why? Why? So we can be targeted if there's a fucking nuclear conflict? Great. Like, why would Russia declare war on us? We don't have anything. Well, we didn't have anything. We didn't have anything they would have wanted, but yeah, I guess now we're gonna have some US short-range nukes here, so that's fun. Now we too can be flip on the nuclear football. People going on about how it's gonna be winter all over again. That's not how it's gonna go down. We're not just gonna bust out the Molotov cocktails and go burn some Russian tanks. They would destroy us. Just because of the sheer difference in numbers. That does it. Time to join the Brotherhood of Steel. That would be preferable. You know, instead of, you know, getting American nukes installed over here as a deterrent, why don't we just build Liberty Prime? I think that'd be better. Just tell all the other countries, you know what, leave us alone. Leave us alone, or you're gonna be fucking plugged in this thing as a communist. Get some power armors, some mini nukes, lasers. That'd be cool. Honestly, I think that would be my foreign policy. So a little bit aggressive maybe, but yeah, it would probably work. See, my foreign policy would just be to build nuclear bombs. What do we do to deter these possible Russian aggressions? I don't know, build a fucking giant death bomb. Build a 200 megaton nuclear bomb and just point at them anytime they do something remotely aggressive. Same goes for all the other countries too. They try to get involved in our business, just point a big old pointy missile at them. Don't even say anything, just point it at them. They can see it on the satellite. They know what's up. Oh yeah, I should probably save. I don't think I've saved a single time. Nuclear weapons are a great deterrent and dangerous as they are. Yeah, I mean that's probably the main reason there hasn't been another world war. You know, I gotta give it to the Second Amendment folks in America. They're right about one thing. Armed society is a polite society. That works on the national scale too. Some foreign governments like, oh, we're gonna take this piece of land from you. You point 200,000 nuclear boom booms at them and, you know, just call their bluff. Okay, are you sure? Sure you wanna do that? Might be a bad day for everybody involved if you do that. Counterpoint an asshole with a gun is still an asshole, only worse. Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. Yeah, not really sure where I stand on that. As much as I don't like the idea of most people having guns, because I don't trust them. You know, I've seen people act irresponsibly with fireworks. So let's just leave it at that. But also I kind of don't trust the government either. I don't know, it's kind of a tough spot, tough question. You know, I don't trust people with guns, but I also don't trust the government to decide who gets to have them. Considering, you know, the government's fucked up way worse than any person ever has. You know, I'm just gonna... My gun stance, I think, is that I think I should be able to own a gun. And I don't want the people who've lost nuclear bombs to tell me that I can't have one. That's not much of a political stance, but that's where I am. I don't know how that translates into policy, but there you go. What do we need? More offices, I guess. Sure, yeah, we'll just slap them in this now empty area. That should do it. And I believe we should be able to build a dam now, and I guess we do need it. So let's see what we could get out of this. 80,000 for 208 megawatts. That's pretty good. That's not a bad deal. Could I just make it a bit taller though? No? Oh, no, there we go. 100,000 for 352 megawatts. Yeah, I guess we don't really even need the wind turbines anymore. I mean, I could keep them as a backup in case something happens to this for some reason. These sold. Horizontal turbines, yep, I'll get rid of them. They're just unnecessary noise pollution at this point. Just gonna take a moment to get this up and running. Gotta Build up those water reserves. Hopefully this will work. It doesn't always. I don't quite understand how it works. But yeah, there we go. 144, 160, 208, 256, 320. There it is. So yeah, if we get like an average of 240 out of this, I think that'd be pretty good, considering we're only consuming 173. That's gonna last us a while. And by the time it's not enough anymore, I think we would probably have a nuclear or solar plant. I think this eco city went pretty well. But yeah, I think I'm gonna start wrapping this up because still got some other stuff to do today. I think I've got a potential client messaging me for some programming work. Gotta do that, gotta shower, gotta edit some new videos. Because it kinda looks like my year started off pretty well on TikTok, at least. Put out a new video yesterday, or well, not a new video, I made it last year. It was just a leftover one. Figured I'd post it because I don't have anything else. I didn't think it was a terribly good video, but let's just take a quick look at where it's at. Just out of curiosity. 2600 views, 63 likes, new comments, bookmarks. Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much what always happens with TikTok, honestly. I post something that I put a lot of work into. I think like, oh, this is funny, this is good, this is well edited. 100 likes. Not 100 likes. 100 views, maybe like 5 likes. And that's it. Then I post some piece of shit that I made in like 5 minutes. That I didn't even put like half a thought into. Okay, here's me shooting at a guy. For like 30 seconds. And insulting him. 2000 views. 100 likes. Everybody loves it. But hey, you know, whatever, I'll take it. YouTube seems to have not given any kind of shit about the video, though. YouTube appreciates editing, I think. Yeah, my better edited videos, they do pretty well on YouTube, but not TikTok. Vice versa. GTA video sitting at 1300 views. What about the new one? Short? I don't know, it's got 500. That's decent. Yeah. Some good numbers to start off the year. Shout out to everybody who's followed me, subscribed and all this stuff. I do appreciate it. Do appreciate people out there fucking watch all this weird shit that I do. But yeah, I think that's it for me today. I will return maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. I'm not 100% sure. I need to make like a plan for next week. Because my school things, my studies won't start for another week at least. And I figured I'd maybe do some game development, do a little game development marathon. Maybe I'll stream it. I have not decided yet, but yeah, whatever, I'm just rambling. I'll let you guys know on Twitter. As well as Discord. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, everybody. Thanks thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging around. I had some kind of news to tell you guys, but I forgot what they were. Oh yes, gonna make like a new stream schedule thing at some point. Though I haven't decided that one either yet, but just gonna put it out there. There are gonna be less streams, but the streams are going to be longer. I think that's the way I'm gonna do this moving forwards. Like maybe one or two streams per week, but they are gonna be somewhat longer. I figured that'd be a better way to spend my time, rather than doing like, I don't know, 4 or 5 short streams for like 40 minutes or something. That's not really enough time to do anything. But I don't really have time to do like 2-3 hour streams every day, even though I'd like to. So that's the way I'm gonna do it. I don't know what day I'm gonna do the long stream. I'm thinking maybe Wednesday or Thursday. But at this point that fully depends on both my studies and if I get a job at a place that I've kind of been looking into. Whether it be an actual job or like an internship for my degree. Either one would be nice. That's obviously gonna affect my streaming schedule as well, so yeah, a lot of uncertainties. Whatever the case may be, there's gonna be less streams, longer streams, and probably also because of that there are gonna be less videos, less shorts. But at some point I'm gonna try to start kind of editing these long streams into like YouTube videos, you know, cut them up into like episodic series sort of. So those are just some of the things that I had to get out there to the people still watching my streams. But yeah, kind of a drawn out ending here. But once again, I'll see you guys in, well, I mean probably tomorrow. I think I have time to stream tomorrow, yeah. I'll see you guys in 24 hours. Stay cool. Stay hydrated. Stay warm. It's cold out there. Good night.